couple of videos have been a little bit chaotic because I was trying to vlog bits of Agent Week and bits of the Agent Week preparation. And so in today's video, I thought I'd just talk a bit about Agent Week, about how I found it, how I found the preparation for Agent Week, and tell you whether or not I got an agent from the process of Agent Week. If you're new to my channel, then hi, welcome to the Performing Arts and Me. I'm Millie and I'm a third year musical theatre student at London Studio Centre. So we have recently had our Agent Week, and Agent Week at LSC for the musical theatre students involves a week of performing a showcase to agents. The showcase consists of like short pieces across various different styles. I'll tell you about the pieces that I was in a second. The showcase is around 40 minutes long and we perform it to the agents. After we perform the showcase, they might ask to see some of the pieces again, and they can also recall people to sing. We did the show 3 times a day during that week, so we did 15 showings of it. We then also had 2 extra days of Agent Week, which weren't in that week. We had one on a Tuesday that was a week and a bit after we finished Agent Week, and then we had one on a Friday, which was a week and a bit after that. I think we did the show twice on the Tuesday, and we did the show twice on the Friday, but only one of the times was for the agents. Okay, if you're interested in skipping to the part where you find out whether or not I got an agent, I'll try and put that in the chapters so you can skip to that section. But for those of you who aren't just here to find out whether or not I got an agent, I'm going to talk a little bit about the preparation and the pieces that I was in. So the pieces that I was in a commercial piece, a jazz piece, a tap piece, a musical theatre piece, and another piece that was musical theatre / actor musicianship. So the tap piece, first of all, I was really happy that we all got the opportunity to be in a tap piece because I wasn't sure if it was going to be like selective people only. And if it was selective people, I wasn't sure whether I was going to get to. But we were all offered the chance to be in tap if we wanted to. So that was really nice. The commercial piece, when I tell you I was shocked when I found out I was in the commercial piece, not everyone was in it. I've never considered myself a commercial or hip hop dancer. And when they sent out the list on the email, I was like, oh yeah, like I was just skimming through it and I saw my name and my jaw dropped. I was so shocked because I have never considered myself a hip hop or commercial dancer. And I would say I still wouldn't call myself a hip hop or commercial dancer. But the teacher made it really clear to us at the start of the piece that everyone was there for a reason. Some people were there because they were really strong at the genre. And then other people were there even though maybe it wasn't their strongest style, because she felt like they had the potential and there was stuff she could like work with. And I was in that category because it's definitely not my strong suit. And it was really nice to see that people do recognise when you put in hard work and like when you're willing to learn, like they can see that when you're in class. And also to hear that she felt like I had some kind of potential in commercial and hip hop. That's really nice to hear. And although I still don't think I'm a commercial or hip hop dancer, I feel like I will keep working on that as I graduate, and I think being in this piece helped improve my skills and my confidence and my attention to detail. And although I didn't necessarily get all of the details in the piece, I feel like I have a better understanding of the details that I need to look out for when I'm approaching commercial and hip hop work in the future, which is really nice. The jazz piece and the musical theatre piece, I often surprise myself when I'm doing like jazz and musical theatre jazz with my ability to be clean and be like neat and precise with my dance. I think because I often struggle with picking up choreography, when I'm in class my dance isn't always the cleanest because I'm still thinking about the steps. Whereas when I work on show material and I'm working on something for a prolonged period of time, I can actually clean it and I'm like, wow, like I can actually do it when I have a bit of time to work on it. I think I was quite happy with how I did with the jazz and musical theatre pieces. And the musical theatre piece, I also think I was starting to get better at breathing and breath control, like with balancing the dance and singing. I feel like I found ways to make that work for me, which is something that hopefully I can continue building on as I go into our third year show. And then finally, the musical theatre / actor musician piece, which was Amelie. I love this piece so much. Like I can't express how much I loved doing this piece. This piece meant so much to me because I used to be so scared performing the piano. So, oh sorry, a bit of context here. I played the piano growing up. I did go up to grade 7 piano, but I was really, really nervous performing. And I did my dissertation on actor musicianship, and through that process I have gained confidence at performing the piano, and I've just played the piano in front of, I don't know, 35 agencies. And I loved doing it, and I loved being a part of this piece and the storytelling of this piece. Even if you take the actor musicianship out of it, I loved being a part of as well. And getting the opportunity, like I never thought I'd have the opportunity, particularly at a school like London Studio Centre, which is well known for being quite a dancey school. I never thought I'd have the opportunity to play my instrument in front of agents in our agent showcase. Like, that is an incredible opportunity. I'm so grateful that this piece was able to be in the showcase. I'm so grateful that the choreographer of the piece let us put instruments in it and trusted us. I'm grateful that the musical directors worked on us. I'm grateful for my supervisor for my dissertation, for everything she did with me in terms of my dissertation. I can't like, I loved this piece so much, and it was so special that I got to play piano in it and build experience and build confidence in terms of actor musician work and put into practice some of the skills that I learned during my dissertation. It was incredible, so good. We did a workshop on this piece during the process of my dissertation, and doing that workshop was really helpful in my dissertation process. And then getting to bring this piece to Agent Week was just so cool. So I loved this piece. Also, the music family is incredible. Okay, so I am going to talk about whether I got an agent or not, and then I'm going to share a few more reflections, and then we'll finish the video. So, did I get an agent from Agent Week? Currently, no, is the answer. However, I do just want to caveat that because I don't think our company director has heard back from all of the agents yet. So she could still hear back from them and someone could be interested in having a meeting with me. But as of the current moment in time, I have not had any meeting requests from any agents. I did have some singing recalls during Agent Week, but so far I haven't had any meeting requests. And I'm actually, like, I'm okay about that. There are so many agencies out there and they're all looking for different things. They're looking for different, like, physical looks, because if they've got someone that looks like you, has a similar skill set, there's no point in having two of you, because then you're going to be competing against each other for castings and for jobs when they're putting you up for things. So yeah, obviously I would love an agent, and I would love to have had an agent from Agent Week, but I'm not overly concerned that I don't have an agent right now. I think even if I graduate without an agent, I think I will be okay. If you're an agent watching this and you want to represent me, then get in touch, because I'd love an agent. But I'm not gonna go and change careers because I haven't got an agent. If I graduate without an agent, then I graduate without an agent. It's not the end of the world. There are other ways to get an agent as well, not just through like Agent Week Showcase. So I've been drafting emails and things like that, and emailing people. So I will continue doing that, and I'll update you in the future about that. But currently I don't have an agent. I haven't had any meetings. If you're in the same boat and you've had like an agent panel day or an agent showcase and you haven't been offered representation or haven't had any meetings with anyone, then like, it's okay. You're not the only one. I haven't had any. I'm not the only one in my year group that hasn't had any. Okay, so now moving on to a few final reflections. Doing this show 3 times a day for a week, so 15 shows in a week plus the 2 extra days, was, our company director was saying, it's like the closest we get to doing 8 shows a week in terms of like doing the same show on repeat. And I think that was really interesting, like, because the days kind of started to blur into one. I don't think I've quite cracked this yet, but I think it's shown to me how important it is to find ways to keep the material fresh. And yeah, like I said, I don't think I've necessarily found the ways to do that, but now that's something I'm more conscious of, and I think I'll be thinking about that and trying to explore that. So that was really interesting to experience, because I've not really done 15 shows of the same show before, ever. A couple of other quick things to mention is, like, it was really fun. Like, I enjoyed doing Agent Week, even though I didn't get any agents out of it. Like, it was like doing a show, and it was a fun process. And I was a bit nervous for the first show, but after that it kind of became like, I don't know, it's a show. And I think I was trying not to focus on the fact that there were agents there, and trying to just think about trying to perform my best and like do my best, and then worry about the agent bit later on. If anyone was interested, then I'd worry about who was interested, etc, etc, but trying not to focus on which agencies were in, and just trying to do my best in every show. The other thing is, I loved singing my song that I did for recalls. We bring multiple song options to the recalls, but I actually only ever sung one. But I love singing that song so much. And then on a couple of the days, the agencies said that they had a list of names of people they wanted to hear sing, but then they'd hear people at the end, if they had time, they'd hear other people sing if they wanted to hang around. And I was like, yeah, I want to hang around, because obviously you want to hang around because the agent might hear you and be like, oh, actually we are interested in this person. But also, like, I just loved singing my song. Like, I love singing my song. Like, if I get the opportunity to go and sing my song for you, I will go and sing my song for you, because I love singing it so much. That's all I wanted to share with you in this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please do give it a like to let me know. That'll be it on my 3 Agent Week related videos for now, but like I said, I'll update you on agents in the future and where I'm at in terms of finding an agent. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and thank you very much for watching. Bye!